Hi, my fellow Taurians. This is Christian of Thelightchrissy Reads Tarot, and I am here to do a reading for our sign because I'm a fellow Taurian for the month of September, the first half, 1st through 15th. Okay, thank you so much for stopping by my channel. Please, if you haven't already, go ahead and click that subscribe button. I would love to have you here, as well as liking the video and leaving any comments if it resonates with you or anything that you guys would like to see on my channel. I know I've kind of been in and out, but I'm trying to be a little bit more consistent now. So hopefully you guys can give me some good information of what type of readings you would like to see, or any type of particular decks that you like me using or anything like that, so I can keep on using them, okay? Now keep in mind that all readings can't possibly work for every Taurus. I want you to go ahead and check your other signs and listen to those readings as well, like your sun, your moon, your rising. Maybe one of those readings may resonate more, but if not, take what resonates and leave behind what does not, okay? So I am available for personal readings if you guys do want a one-on-one. And that information is going to be down in the description below. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into the reading. The first card I'm going to pull is an Animal Spirit card from the Wild Unknown deck, one of my favorite decks, to see what is Taurian energy looking like going into September, coming off of August. What are we feeling like? Okay, let's go ahead and see here. All right, so have here the Vulture. So with me, the Vulture energy is always where we've come out of this time of things falling away in our life, and this is where the dust settles, where we try to find out what things still remain, what pieces still remain. But I like this energy for us but here because I feel like it's an energy of cutting your losses. And for us, for Taurians, that can be very, very hard to do, to let go of things that we've invested our time, our energy, and our patience into. But going into September, we're actually able to do that. And I almost see this purple around it. It's something that is definitely helping us to be able to, we're intuitively doing it because we know that something better is coming along. So we're kind of starting to cut our losses, to leave away from some of the us being very aggressive or having this aggressive approach to life to try to force things to kind of work when they no longer do. And that aggression just comes from us investing our time and us feeling hurt that we value the things that we put into other people. And when we've sat there and done it for so long, even when maybe some of the signs may have been clear, maybe they weren't. The some of the anger that we have there that we think is that we think is for the other person or the situation, it's kind of to ourselves that we kind of didn't stop investing before we saw that it wouldn't yield anything. But that's what life is all about. Sometimes you're going to make good investments and sometimes you won't. If you make good investments all the time, then you be, the universe. You wouldn't be you trying to figure it out or me trying to figure it out. So this is just to say that with life, you never know. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. And this is where what you do at any given time, like even now or going into September, is you take the best parts. And if you collect enough of the best parts, then you have a life worth living, right? Okay, because it's always going to be something dying away. It's always going to be something that's failing and it's not working. But this is where we're looking towards the bright side and we're seeing what we can pick out of whatever our life is and make our own. It's like a kid with a box, like it's always this episode of SpongeBob where SpongeBob and Patrick get the box and then they make it into whatever they want to, and then Squidward is like so upset that they're having such a good time. And this is the way to handle life. You just start taking the things that people give you and you make the best thing out of them. If anything, what an earth sign is, like a Taurus or a Virgo or Capricorn, is we are a resourceful sign. So having the Vulture come in means that we're learning how to use that gift of being resourceful, and we're taking the things that we can use and we're letting go of the things that we don't, and it clears out our space. We like to have our things, okay? But in order to get the new things, the things that we wanted to come in, there has to be this space created. So with the it says here is essential for rebalance. So yeah, to bring more of the things that we need into our life, we have to definitely let go of some of the older energies. And I'm saying energy specifically because it's energy. It's not necessarily that you have things laying around. For some of you, it may be, because I'm looking at my room right now and I'm like, okay, some things I probably could get rid of. But it could definitely just be energy, residual energy that's just sitting there like sludge, and it's time for us to kind of free ourselves away from it. Now, the thing with that is it does take mental power to do it, because sometimes you have to stop yourself from thinking some of the thoughts that you think so that you can think new ones and replace them. And you have to keep telling yourself, hey, don't say that about, don't talk down on yourself, don't beat yourself up about the situation. Clean out your memory with the purifying energy of the vulture. It's time to purify those moments, to find the good in them. So when you replay the movie of it in your head, which it's a part of healing, I feel like, to keep replaying the movie, but you get, it's a good movie now. So it raises your vibration because you're able to take out of it the things that people meant to hurt you, what they meant for evil. You know, the universe, God made it for good for you to work out. So this is kind of the energy that we're going into September with, which is that's a totally good energy to go in with. And we're just gonna see what things can be helping us here with the Psychic Tarot of the Heart deck, one of my other favorites. Let's see here. What do we have for cards for 6 here? Let's do 15. All right. So this is, yes, choose your battles. What a perfect card. What a perfect card. Okay, so this is, yeah, choosing what to take and what to let go. What things no longer aid you, what things no longer benefit you, and where you're going. We're going to take the best of them and we're going to leave, okay? We're not going to give these other people or these situations this power over your life, okay? We're going to take the things out that are good for us, and we're going to rise to the top. The seven choose your battles is also the 7 of Wands. So this is where you're coming out of this space of where there's been this competition, or where there's been this energy where because when you're going from the 5 to the 6, where there was this chaos and there's this celebration and this going back between I kind of see it like going through the chaos, celebrating, and then going through the chaos, celebrating, going through the chaos, celebrating, like going back between the 5 and the 6 over and over, where there's this conflict, then there's this harmony, this change, this temporary harmony, and going back. And I feel like for some of us, the 7 of Wands is finally the moment where you kind of persevere out of that energy. But when you first do it, it's tough because your mindset is still in fighter mode. So it's like if a person was in the military or in the armed forces or something like that, it would take them some time to adjust themselves back to living regular, because they've been trained a certain type of way to think. So this is where I'm saying the mental work is going to come in, because you're going to have to train yourself to bring yourself out of that, because you're being elevated out of it. So a lot of these situations you're going from them, like they're done. But we don't need the energy of them going forward. So this is asking that you rise above the energy of those situations, take the best out of them, and then we choose to walk in a different path, and not to let those energies take over us, or to fight those battles with that energy anymore. Okay, we let it go. It's where we're making the resolution and the peace with those things. Okay. And these are 2 7 cards, so you guys may be seeing 7s. And it's funny because I just did the reading for Aries for September, and they got 4 and 4, and then we got 7 and 7. So that's kind of cool because they had the same kind of card set up there. Okay, so next we're going to go ahead and go through some tarot cards, and we're kind of going to see what, look into the situation a little bit more here using the tarot, and then we'll clarify it, and then we'll get some advice cards here in the end. But let's see. Okay. All right. And look, let me see. All right. Okay. Yep. So it's just funny because all of these cards right here perfectly describe these situations. And for some of you, this is going to be love related. It may not be for all of you, but this is definitely where we haven't. It's asking to let the swords kind of fall out, to heal yourself from this. And this is why this vulture energy is to come here to heal your broken heart from situations that went sour, or things that didn't go the way that they planned. I mean that you planned, because I'm seeing relationships not working out. here, you know, and then you have the Three of Swords right there. So definitely these relationships going kind of sour. But then there's this Four of Cups here, but the Four of Cups is in reverse. So it's saying to come out of this energy of like this, it's this negativity that's here to where we're kind of staying stuck in it, and it's asking you to like get out quick, fast, in a hurry. All right. And this is the Queen of Pentacles here, which is earth energy, which is saying here to nurture the things that you have. Take care of the things that you take care of, the things that take care of you. Take care of the people that take care of you. But most importantly, take all of the best things. And that's what I was saying. Create this space for yourself with all of the best things. And the next thing you know, you're surrounded by these things. I always think about the Queen of Pentacles as I have this story with her that I always say maybe she focused on the things that were important to her, and as a result of that, she manifested these things around her by taking care of those things and adding them to her collection. Like all of the good memories, all of the good times, she added them to her collection. And then after that, she has this beautiful collection of all of these beautiful things because she took the best parts. She purified the things that were going on in her life, and she was able to make the best out of the worst. Okay, and take what someone meant for evil and make it into something good. Okay, and then it's this Knight of Wands here energy. It's Knight of Wands energy here, which is connecting back to the choose your battle thing, because I feel like the choose your battle card, because I feel like this is where we're going to look for the fight. It's almost like vengeance, and maybe this kind of revengeful energy is what's kind of keeping us still there, because it's all in the mind. The thing is, the situations are gone, they're removed, because it's not like this is where you were kind of sitting this dissatisfaction about it. And I kind of see this as you're no longer in that situation anymore, with the Four of Cups being in reverse. And yeah, it's kind of like the Two of Cups is in reverse too. These things have been dispelled. So whatever this is the time that September, the first half of September is you kind of healing from that situation. The Vulture with the Three of Swords in reverse, they go right hand in hand for that healing going on, but it's going to take some work from you. It's going to take for you to make some peace with those situations in terms of finding the value or appreciating the value in those things, okay, internally here with the Queen of Pentacles, okay. And that's finding true, not just saying it, oh, it happened so I can get on to something next. Really examining those situations to say, hey, could I be here if that didn't happen? Could I know this about myself if this person hadn't hurt me, if this person hadn't did that? Would I be able to have the knowledge of myself that I do? Would I really give that up to be able to have that connection again? I don't really think that if you took the time to do that you'd actually, come out with the same kind of result if you were to think about it long and hard, okay? But we have to first get over the hump of the anger and kind of like the aggression here with the Knight of Wands to be able to put ourselves in a space to where we can contemplate, okay? This is choosing your battles and choosing to and I'm just kind of seeing this face right here with the green, like choosing your heart. I don't know, I kind of feel like that, like choosing to listen to your heart. Your heart will never lie to you, okay? And building that relationship with your intuition again, because I kind of see this as once again, like I said, this sort of resentment at ourselves about, yeah, you got the 10 of cups here. This is kind of like this resentment that we made the wrong choice to try to get to being happy. No choice was wrong in what you made. Every single choice here that you have selected is bringing you to this place to where you're being uplifted, okay? So this is where we're having to leave the mindset that there's a bad choice that you can make. Everybody is do this in their lifetime, okay? So no one choice can make you be away from this. Not for you or not from them either. And sometimes it's kind of hard with us, when you're in this space, it's kind of hard to allow other people to, because right here what I'm getting with this is wanting to make sure that people feel the way that you felt. And I don't think that it's from a bad place. It's just you want them to learn their lesson. But when you stay and you try to teach them a lesson, then you miss out on your own healing, because in order to be able to teach them that, you have to keep the hurt alive in your heart, and then that keeps you away further. That energy of that keeps you so far away from the energy of this, because you're out of alignment with it. So you have to you have to kind of let some of that go. I know it's easier said than done. And look, the next card to pop out is the Lovers in reverse. So yeah, this is the Two of Cups and the Lovers in reverse. For some of us, this is really, really dealing specifically. This little block of cards is dealing with love. Okay, so relationships. This is somebody waiting on their ex to like fall over, okay, or something like that because they did you wrong. But it's just to say, this is just wanting you to take a better look at the decisions that you've made, the choices that you've made, or the investments that you've made, and to ask yourself, why did you make the investment? Not to just call yourself stupid or dumb or to feel like poor me because of it. No, that's not where it stops. Do the work to take care of the situation fully, to fully nurture the situation. And fully nurturing means that you have to get your hands dirty in investigation. You can't just throw it away, because I kind of see here, this is where we've been missing receiving the emotional intelligence because of the vibration that we're keeping about it. It's not one that it's almost like these heartbreaks in love or in relationships, and this could be friendships. It doesn't necessarily have to. It's choices. The Lovers is about choices. And sometimes the Two of Cups is about making choices that are in alignment with you. So it doesn't necessarily have to be about love if it isn't. This is just regret with oneself about the decisions that we've made. Thinking that there's one decision that you can make that's going to keep you from being able to get to that place. And we're kind of in September, we're facing that head on. This is what you're being asked to take the best out of the situations and to leave behind anything that still hurts. This is a healing time for us, okay? I was gonna say for you, but it is for us, okay? There's a Four of Cups in reverse. And look, the Knight of Wands again. So this is this is that instead of sitting with those emotions and resolving, hey, I feel why do I feel like making that decision took that away from me? It's almost like you would rather, or we would rather put more, we would rather blame it on people not playing their role. Now, albeit the things that people have done in these situations with the Lovers being in reverse, with all of these things like this, were not probably okay. So it's not to say that the blame isn't warranted, but what it is that what you have to start doing is making as much of your story about yourself as you can. You have to become very, 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 very selfish about yourself. And when I say selfish, I don't mean it in a way like to not share. What I mean is, with the Queen of Pentacles, is taking care of oneself first, okay? Self-nurturing and nurturing yourself first so that you can fill up your pot and then you can be able to give to other people, okay? So in this situation, don't go after, because we got the Knight of Wands 2 times. That's that double running towards, and it's almost like you see the knights, these two, they're both facing this way to the left. They're running back to the situations over and over again, thinking that they can go and salvage the more than what they should take. This is what it's saying. Take what you have now in this moment and go with that and build on it. Don't go back to the past for anything else. You already know what things you can take and what people you can take and what situations you can take, and you know what things to leave behind. Like I said, we're Taurians, so we want to rescan. We want to rescan to make sure there's no more value left. But I'm just getting just the sign here that you have all of the value that you're going to have from that within your hands. It's no need to, to keep on circling back around to see if those things are going to, dissipate or change. It's pretty much where it is right now. Let's see the Knight of Wands here. Okay. Yeah. Look, perfect. Look at that right there. This is us looking at those situations again and us not focusing on what can come, because it's almost like we feel like this is kind of ruined for us, like we don't have a chance, or like it's ruined. Like the chance is still there for it to happen, for whatever these things are, especially if it's this relationship, for you to be able to have those back into your life. But you have to let the things fall away that are falling away with the Death card, so that you can be renewed into this new place. Okay, and that's all about what the Vulture is about to me. Okay, and it says like clean your space. That's what the Vulture is about. Actually, I want to go ahead and read the Vulture to you while we're here. Oh, it opened right to Vulture. The Vulture is perhaps the most misunderstood creature of all. This intriguing bird balances out our ecosystem and prevents the spread of disease. It does the dirty work that no one else wants to do and cleans up our messes. The vulture appears when there's a situation that needs to be purified or brought back into balance. Remember, the vulture is greatly undervalued. What you thought was a mistake or tragedy is a blessing in disguise. So you see what I'm saying? You have to take these situations and not look at them like they that it's the end of the world. It's the same thing I feel like I just told Aries. Everybody's going through this thing where they're taking life a little bit personally, and it's kind of calling for you not to do that. And it says when it's out of balance, it can be dramatic or aggressive. So you see the Knight of Wands is dramatic and aggressive, okay, on a bad day, okay. And it says to bring into balance, clean your space and sage. Okay, so like I said, it can physically be cleaning up, but also too, it's purifying your energy, purifying your area, getting rid of people and things and situations that you no longer need, and doing the work that it takes to get over those emotions, which is work. It's this bridge back here to be able to get to the other side. Okay, but there is still things. There's still something to look forward to on the other side. Okay. And it's almost like what I'm getting here is Spirit wants me to tell you first, before you can have the gift of another, you have to accept the gift of yourself. Okay, and that's in your fullness. So that is the bad decisions as well, because when you're able to make peace with your fears and your subconscious things that hold you back, you're gonna find someone who has made that peace within themselves, and then that's when this comes into balance. You see, these are in reverse. Whenever you're able to learn about yourself like in that kind of way, that's when you can kind of flip those things around. And that's why that's kind of like here. I kind of see the universe is offering you, hey, here's a feeling that you need to check on so that we can make you be solid, with 4 there. But we're not accepting it because we're not in the vibration of it yet. We're still looking and thinking about these things that are no longer satisfying, no longer serving us, or that have fell apart, that we can't focus to look here for ourselves first, and then later on for it to be something with another person, or back in balance with the other people, with other people, friend groups, jobs, family, yourself, even not necessarily just relationships. Okay. Let me pull another card here to see. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. So King of Cups here is under the Queen of Pentacles. So this is where when the King of Cups is in reverse, he can be very I like to say soupy. Like soupy with emotions, I guess. Is that the word that I want to say? Like soupy, like it's like this feeling, like what I'm seeing in this card, like wet and rainy, like Eeyore. If you watch Winnie the Pooh, like Eeyore, like, I don't wanna, and this is not going great, and he can be a bit of a wet blanket. That's the word. And I kind of feel like this is when our emotions are wreaking havoc over our life, that is kind of what we kind of feel, because it's making us stay stuck in this rain, like this rain cloud that's kind of like following us around, and we're steady heading back into it or looking back on it. And the way out of it is to focus on what you have. Okay, focus on what it is that you have, focus on what it is that's positive in your life, and then letting go of the emotions and not hanging on to these emotions that may have been turbulent, okay, or that may have been painful. It's a choice. You don't actually have to stay, rooted in those things if you don't want to, okay? So that is what I have for September, for the 1st through the 15th. Let's go ahead and pull a couple of cards. I'm going to pull some advice from the what is this deck? The Energy Oracle cards. I haven't used this deck in a while, but something made me pull it out today. All right. The Healer of the Ages. So a lot of you guys are healers, right? And the first thing here, before you're able to heal and to do what is meant for you to do for the world, you are meant to heal yourself first, and to defy the 1 to 6, to bring this harmony within yourself before you're able to do it for other people. But I also just feel like with this vulture here, with this healer here, with the 3 of Swords in reverse here, with the Death card here, the universe universe is healing you. You just have to kind of stay out of the way of what it's doing, because it's only us that can kind of be counterproductive to that going on. Okay, I feel like we can get in our own way, but if we sit back and we just relax, it'll kind of happen easier than what we think. We're just kind of used to being in control and getting our hands in it, that it takes some getting used to just sit there and to wait on something to be done for you, okay, or for us. And it says health and vitality. It says this powerful being brings the force of ancient wisdom and profound healing. The light of divine consciousness pours from his hand and heart, flowing to you with love and a powerful healing intention. This amazing entity is with you now, bringing resolution to physical, mental, and emotional ills, helping to unblock stuck energy and revitalize your life force. You may have felt a strong presence recently, or may just be opening to the wonderful sensations now. You can call upon the emissary, I'm sorry, I don't know if that's the right word, of miraculous transformation whenever you need vitality, balance, or renewal. Know that at the deepest level, an important healing is taking place. So yeah, I mean, boom, boom, boom. This is all being worked out for you. It's just you changing your mindset about it, okay? It says the powerful healing of eternal love is with me now and always. Divine consciousness fills every cell. I am whole, healthy, vital, and at peace. And what was I saying about this? You have to receive the gift of yourself first, to be whole within yourself, to know that you can't expect it outside. And once you're able to do that with yourself, that's when the relationships start to kind of fall in and appear, because you're no longer depending on them to have this level of completion within you. You found the value within your experience for yourself, okay? And then the last card we're going to pull here is going to be from the Work Your Light Oracle. Let's see here. What do we have for Taurus? September. What do we have for Taurus for September 1st to 15th? Okay. You're already doing it. So going into with what I was just saying, yeah, that's already going on. I kind of feel like that's happening on its own without you having to really do anything, if you just kind of sit back. And then here it says, stop overthinking, keep facing your true north, keep looking towards the positive in the situations and not the negatives, and you're gonna be good. But let's just read it for you. You're already doing it, Taurus. Let's see, page 30. Okay, and here it goes. Do not question things so much. You are on the right track. You are facing the right way. Stop overthinking it. It's happening and you're closer than you think. You're exactly where you need to be and things are moving at perfect speed. Do not rush it. Now is not the time to be impatient. Now is the time to walk steady. There is no rush. What you're building is being built. What you have planted soon will blossom. With every new day, a new brick is being laid. You have come a long way. The foundations are steady. Now all that is needed is for you to trust and keep walking forward. If a thought that things should be moving faster enters your head, that is your ego comparing your rising to someone else. Comparison is not your friend. Stay in your lane. Water your own garden, knowing your time to bloom will come soon. So that is just a little nod to what I was saying about staying in these situations a little bit longer than we need to energetically, because we're waiting on a person to kind of have their hell day because they put you through yours. Just trust and believe that even if it doesn't happen in this lifetime, that everything that you put out to someone will happen, okay? And you never know if it's going to be this lifetime or not, so don't wait around, because you might be waiting around on your deathbed waiting on something to happen to someone, and that may be 15,000 lifetimes down the way that they actually get back when they cut you off in traffic, okay? So you can't waste your time doing that. You focus on your life and what you want going forward. It's no need to try to be God to those situations. Just sit back, relax, and let this healing occur. All right. So that is what I have for you guys, Taurus. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please make sure you go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Please leave a like and a comment too. Let me know if it resonates. Let me know what you're going through. I mean, like I said, I'm a Taurus too. So, you know, I'm definitely, look, Taurus power. I got my Taurus nail there. So yeah, I want to know if this is what's going on, you know, in your world as well. I definitely will be looking forward to seeing, you know, how this turns out. All right. So thank you so much for watching. I will talk to you guys later.